Welcome to the Isle of Mull. It's wild, it's remote, and it's teeming with wildlife. This week we're exploring this incredible island. Come and join us.
We caught a mid-afternoon ferry yesterday from Oban into Craignure on the Isle of Mull. We had beautiful sailing, lovely calm waters, and there was so much to see as well. We sailed past Lismore Lighthouse and Castle Dujardin on the other side.
So we had a very slow start this morning and took a steady drive, and we've come to a massive loch called Loch Spelv. It's a sea loch and it's meant to be very, very good for otters. Now we are on the windier side of the loch, and we think for some reason that they prefer to be on the sheltered side, so we're probably not in with much chance of seeing them, but we're going to take a walk along this edge of this loch anyway. It's a beautiful little track, gorgeous scenery.
My God, there's two of them just sitting there.
So we were just saying there, we've only come on a little walk around the headland.
Well, it's supposed to be an hour.
Yeah, and we've probably been out an hour and a half, and we've barely done a kilometre. And in that time we've seen otters, 2, possibly 4, we don't know if they were the same ones, white-tailed sea eagles.
I've got a little app on my phone that you can identify bird song, or bird calls, and then it came up saying white-tailed eagles, so then that alerted us and we just scanned the coastline and the trees with our binoculars, and lo and behold, there they were. And so this is the beach that we actually came along to see, which should just have been about an hour's walk from our park up if we'd not got distracted by otters and sea eagles. So we've only moved about 6 to 7 miles from our park up this morning, and we've come down to a place called Loch Buie. The little cafe here operates, I think, 3 motorhome camper van park up spots, and just look at the view that you have. So this morning we found ourselves lingering here. It's such a beautiful view, and we've just sat and drank coffee and looked at the view. But now it's mid-morning and we're going to head off towards Moy Castle and Lagan Sands and have a look at those.
I have to say that this place wasn't really on our radar up until a day or so ago, when somebody happened to mention that they'd been here on, and so we sort of googled it, and because we weren't that far away from it when we were around at Croggan.
Yeah, and we spent a bit longer there than we
didn't really want to put in a big drive at the end of that day, so we thought, okay, let's check this place out. And my, what an absolute gem. There is so much to see and do here, but it's also really, really calm, relaxing, and we are, I don't know, everything we're doing today is super slow.
Yeah, I was going to say, just not in a rush to do anything.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to take a quick detour up around here. The cows are nestled in the back of the bay there, so we're going to keep out of their way just in case they've got any young ones, and we'll get the dogs on the lead as we go round.
So this is about as far as we can go on the walk, and at the end here is Lagan Mausoleum. We don't know much information about it, but we'll see what we can find out.
Okay, Murdoch Black. Is that not the best Scottish name ever? Okay, so just going to go in here. I think I can get this little latch off here. But look at this. I've got to show you this, guys. So what we couldn't see from the outside when we were looking is that roof. Major Kenneth Douglas Lorne, McAlpine of Lochbuie, MC, Military Cross. And there's another Murdoch down there. So this is obviously a big family place. That one is Murdoch MacLean, Esquire of Lochbuie, chief of his name. I wonder if that's the clan, do you think?
Yeah, it's the MacLean clan.
Ah, right, okay. So he died in August the 20th, 1844. Universally respected and beloved in society for his upright, honourable and generous character. And what have you got here?
It's 1770.
17,
And this one's
1717.
1717, yeah.
And that is, can we see who he is? Oh, there you go, Murdoch MacLean again. Lochbuie. So what are we looking at
So
here?
this one here is Catherine MacLean. She is the, I think, is that the 6th daughter of Colonel Murdoch MacLean, the 18th Laird of Lochbuie, and she was born September 1796 and died April 1894. So, gosh, she was
98 years old.
Yeah, wow.
Okay, so we found a little bit more. This historic chapel and mausoleum was restored in 1972 by Brigadier Alasdair MacLean of Pennycross, ably assisted by the generosity of numerous members of the clan, kind relatives and friends from home and overseas.
But I think prior to that, it was a medieval chapel, so
1500,
St Kenneth, yeah, consecrated in 1500.
Right, so this is as far as we can go, so we're going to have a bit of a lunch break and then get ourselves back. But to be honest with you, at 1 o'clock on a Wednesday, are we on Wednesday today?
No.
Yeah, on a Wednesday, retire day. On a Wednesday afternoon, I can think of worse places to be. Well, we only came out for a short dog walk, found a waterfall, and we've carried on climbing. It seems to happen to us quite a lot. Okay, we didn't even know this one was here. Wow, look at this pool. Right. Is she going to keep her clothes on, or is she going in? and from here we can see the Paps of Jura as well.
So we've just left Loch Buie. It was a bit of a spur of the moment park up for us because we weren't planning to go down there, but it was such a great park up that we actually spent 2 nights there. There was lots to do, lots of fabulous walks, and this morning we did a great walk up a waterfall with a little bit of wild swimming. Anyway, we're heading off now and we're making our way round towards Benesson, so we'll catch up with you there.
So we stopped down at Fidgen Bay last night after we drove from Loch Buie. Had a lovely drive through the countryside, through Benesson. We did try to get to Uskin Bay, and it's all been damaged. The bay's big storm damage there, so we couldn't stop there, and they've closed the parking around there. So we came right round to Fidgen. The only reason we've come here is so that we can get the ferry across to Iona, which we're going to head off and do now. We're just getting the dogs harnessed up and stuff like that because they pull like steam engines. We've got a bag of stuff because we're probably going to be over there for a few hours. Anyway, we've got a ferry in about 10 minutes, so we better get going.
So we're on the ferry to Iona at the moment. It's just us and a van on here. £8.90 return it is, and it's just a 10-minute crossing. There's quite a swell going on for this 10 minutes though, so we're just bracing ourselves. So we're just going to go up and visit the Abbey in Iona. St Columba arrived here in 563 AD, so it should be quite a spectacular abbey to have a look at. I last visited Iona when I was 13 years old, so 43 years ago, and I remember being told a story at the time that when there is a flood across the world, Iona will be the only place that won't be submerged. If you've heard that as well, then just comment below. we just made our way to the north of the island, and we've just come off the beautifully named the White Strand of the Monk's Beach. We're just up on a bit of the headland here, and over here we can just make out Staffa, which houses Fingal's Cave.
Okay, so a little bit further in the distance, and it just keeps coming to us and disappearing in the haze, is Col and Tyree, which is meant to be stunning for its beaches. And then the next bit of land after that is Canada.
So we've come through loads of boggy, I don't know, treacherous ground as well. It's really been a struggle, but then we've just come over the headland and we've got this. And that really sparks you up.
How was it?
Really cold. And that was the Atlantic Ocean, and there's nothing between here and Canada. We feel like we're just scratching the surface of Mull, but we finished our day in Iona, so this seems a good time at the moment just to close this video down. If you've enjoyed journeying with us, then please like and subscribe and follow us as we continue our adventures on the Isle of Mull.